Okay, hello everyone. So today we will discuss map entered variable MEV method. It is also known as variable entrant map VEM method. Okay, so we have already discussed KMap method for simplifying the switching function. Basically, it is an effective method for simplifying the switching function when number of variables are less than equal to 4. And sometimes we can also use the K-map method when number of variables are 5 or 6. That means we have already learned that how to draw the K-map when number of variables are 4 or less. But we can also draw the K-map when number of variables are 5 or 6. For more than 6 variables, generally K-map method is not suitable. So also I will discuss how to draw the K-map when number of variables are 5 or 6. Okay. So generally we can say that K-map method is an effective way to simplifying switching function which have a small number of variables, that is number of variables are less than equal to 4. Okay, so when number of variables are more than 4, then there is a systematic procedure which is known as Quinn-Kluski or QM method. So until now we have not discussed QM method. Okay, so in coming videos I will also discuss QM method. This QM method is also known as tabulation method. So when number of variables in a switching function is more than 4, then we can use Kmap as well as QM method. But generally the QM method is suitable when we want to implement using a computer. That means when we want to implement the procedure using a digital computer, in that case QM method is more suitable. Also, when number of variables are less than 4, in that case Kmap method is very easy. We can directly simplify the switching function. Okay, so these two methods are generally used in order to simplify the switching functions. Okay, so we have already discussed Kmap method, and we also know that we can directly use the Boolean algebra in order to simplify the switching functions. Okay, so today we are discussing this important method, which is MEV method. So it has been observed that many times this QM method is not suitable when number of variables are more than 5 or 5. Okay, so this QM method is many times not suitable when number of variables are greater than or equal to 5. So in that case, what we can do, we can use the modification of the Kmap method. Okay, so we can modify the Kmap method so that we can solve 5 or 6 variable switching function with the usage of 4 variable map. Okay, so basically in this method uh, uh, Kmap technique is extended to simplify the function, and we will use 4 variable Kmap in order to simplify the switching function those have 5 or 6 variables. Okay, so we will discuss this method, how we will use MEV method in order to solve the switching functions. Yes, so just suppose this is a function of 6 variable. Okay, so this is a 6 variable function, and for this switching function we want to find the minimum expression. So we cannot use directly 4 variable k map. We will modify 4 variable map in such a way that we can simplify this the given function. So this is an example of a this is an example of MEV K map. Okay, so most of the time what we are having in K map, we generally have one or don't care. But in this case, what we will do, we will enter some variable into the squares of K map. What will be the meaning of these variables we will discuss, but other than one and don't care conditions, we can also enter the variable into the map. Okay, so whenever we will enter any variable into the map, what will be the meaning of this thing? Okay, so just suppose variable e appears in a square. So what will be the meaning of when e appears here? So if e equal to 1, then corresponding minterm is present in the function f. Yes. And if e equal to 0, the minterm is absent. So this is the meaning. This is the meaning when any variable e appears in a square. So this minterm, yeah, just suppose this minterm is present when f is 1, otherwise this minterm is absent. This is the basic meaning of variable entered map. Okay, so generally the function will be written like this. These are the minterms, these are the minterms, these are the don't care conditions, and this variable e is present. If it is 1, then these minterms are present, and these minterms will be absent if e is 0, because this is the boolean variable. It can be either 0 or 1. Okay, so if e appears in any square of the K map, in that case, if e equal to 1, these two minterms will be present, or if e equal to 0, these two minterms will be absent. So that is the basic meaning of variable entered method. Also we should remember that just suppose there are six variable in this function. So we have expressed the function in terms of minterms. Yes, so these minterms are basically of a b c d, not involving e and f. Okay, so this point will be clear. Okay, so we have to remember whatever we are writing here, minterms and don't care conditions, these are the minterms of these 4 variables, because we have drawn the K map by using these 4 variables, and somehow we have entered other variables into the K map. Okay. Okay, so in this note I have written, it should be noted that the minterms are the minterms of variables a b c d. Yes, so whatever I have told you, that these minterms are basically the minterms of these 4 variables. Okay, so we will discuss this variable entered method, VM method, with the help of some example. Okay, so just suppose this is your given function a dash b dash c. F is the variable, f is the function of 4 variables here, and it is written like this in boolean expression form, a dash b dash c plus, like this. Okay, so this is basically phi represent this term is corresponding to the don't care condition. Do remember, because so this is a 4 variable function. So we can easily solve this function with the use of 4 variable K map. Okay, so firstly I will solve this function with the help of 4 variable K map. Okay, so here the given function is f equal to a dash b dash c plus a dash bc plus a dash b c dash d plus a b c d plus this is the don't care a b dash c. Yes, so this is the given function. So we can easily draw the K map by using 4 variables, because there are 4 variables. So basically this term a dash b dash c, this term is having 3 literals, so it will be occupied by two ones. So how you will represent this term a dash b dash c here, a dash b dash and c, yes, c is 1 here, so a dash b dash c dash, a dash b dash c is basically this term. Now a dash b c, a dash b c, okay, and then a dash b, a dash b and c dash d, yes, a dash b and c dash d, yes, c dash d. So basically this term has 4 literals, so it will be occupied by one square. We have already know we can draw any function written in algebraic form directly into the K map, whether it is given in canonical form or not. We can directly enter any function that is written in in okay, so we can directly write any function that is written in algebraic form directly into the K map. So ABCD will be, yes, ABCD, AB and CD, yes. So this will be represented by 1 square. A B dash C, these are this is the don't care 3 literals, that means this will be satisfied using 2 squares. So A B dash, yes, A B dash, A B dash and then C, yes, yes, okay. So I have drawn the K map corresponding to this Boolean expression. Okay, so now we will simplify this K map. How we will simplify this K map? We will always use our standard approach. Firstly, we will try to identify essential prime implicant, and then after finding all the essential prime implicants, then for remaining one we will try to find the minimum number of PIs that will cover the remaining one. This is our standard approach. So while finding the essential prime implicant, what we have to do? We have to choose a one, so that we can cover maximum number of ones in order to find the EPIs. Yes. So just suppose I am selecting this one. So what are the neighbors of this one? These 3 positions, there is no neighbor. This is the only neighbor. It can be covered by this term only. So this is the essential prime. Okay. So if I consider this one, so these two are, this and this are the neighbor, these 2 positions are vacant, so these 2 neighbors can be combined by this. So this is also essential prime implicant. Okay, for remaining one, what we have to do? Firstly, we should check for this one. This is the neighbor, this is the neighbor, this and this position, that means here. So only 2 neighbors. So these 2 neighbors can also be covered by the single term. Okay, so now all the ones are covered. So whenever you will find all the essential prime implicant, number of ones will be very low if there are essential prime implicant. Okay, after finding all the essential prime implicant, uh, then for remaining one we will find the prime implicants. Okay, minimum number of prime implicants will be chosen. So here we can directly write, after simplifying this function using this k map, we can write this is your, basically this term is cd, yes, plus what is this term, this term is c a dash c, a dash c, and what is this term, what is this term, this term is d here, and a dash b d. Okay, so in this way we can simplify this function, a dash c plus cd plus a dash bd. Okay, so here in this question what we are doing, this is a function of 4 variable, so we can easily solve this 4 variable function using 4 variable k map. Okay, so how we can use 3 variable k map in order to simplify this 4 variable k map, 4 variable function. Okay, so now we will learn what is MEV method. Okay, so in this way we can simplify. Okay, so if we try to solve this function using 3 variable k map, so what we can do, so if we look here, this is the solution. If we look this function, okay, so basically here most of the terms involve a, b and c, but only 2 terms are having d. Yes, so that is the clue that we if there are few terms that containing uh, some variables, in that case we can use MEV method. So this function I am writing again, f is a dash b dash c plus a dash b c plus a dash b c dash d plus a b c d plus, this is the don't care, a b dash c. Just suppose these two terms are containing only d, so we can apply the method of MEV here. So we will choose 3 variables, a b c. We will draw the k map of these 3 variables, and we will try to enter d variable into the k map. So all the minterms will be of these 3 variables, do remember. Okay, so just suppose I am drawing 3 variable k map like this. We can also use this notation here, but just suppose to explain this notation I am using this. Okay, so this is a, these are the, just suppose b and c, 0 0 0 1 1 1 1 0 0 1. Okay, so this will be your minterm 0, this is your 1, this will be 2, this will be 3 4 5 6 7. Okay, so um, so if we look into this variable, yes, if we look into this function, so this function can be rewritten like this, f equal to, just suppose what is this minterm, yes, in case of 3 variable, what is this minterm, this is basically 0 0 1, yes, I am writing the binary 0 0 1, and this is basically 0 1 1, yes. What is this minterm, in because we have to ignore the variable d, yes, so we have to ignore the variable d. So d, this is your 0 1 0 0 1 0 comma, With D, this is also 1 1 1, and this is your don't care. Don't care condition is basically G 1 0 1. Yes. So this is the don't care. So we can write the function like this. It is the minterms of, this is 1 and this is 3. Yes, these two are the minterms. And what are the don't cares? Don't care is this term, which is 5. So we are expressing this function which is of 4 variables. But when expressing this function, we are using the minterms of these 3 variables, and we will try to enter this variable into the map. Okay, why we have chosen D as the variable that will be entered into the map? Because D is occurring only 2 times, while all other terms are occurring more than 2 times. That's why we have chosen D here. Okay, so this is the don't care condition, plus D is the variable. Yes, D is the variable. D's variable is with these two minterms. This is minterm 2 plus this is minterm 7. So basically we have rewritten this function like this, that this function having 1 and 3 minterm, 5 don't care, minterm 5 as the don't care, and D variable is coming with these two minterms. So how you will represent this function as using 3 variable k map? Yes, so these 1 and 3, yes, 1 and 3, these two are minterms, and 5 is the don't care. Yes, 5 is the don't care, and m2 and m7. So we will write D here based on the fundamental definition. If D is 1, then these two minterms are present. If D is 0, these two minterms are absent. Now we will try to solve this function using this 3 variable map. Firstly, what we have done, we have represented 4 variable k map using 3 variable k map. Okay, and after representing 4 variable switching function on a 3 variable k map, what we will do, we will try to simplify this k map. Okay, so how we will simplify? Okay, we will look. So here the given function I have written here also. So given function which is of 4 variables, we have represented this function using, this is the don't care and D is the variable. So we have written 4 variable switching function using a 3 variable k map. Now we have to simplify. So whenever we try to simplify any map entered variable, so what we will do, firstly we will make all the variables, here only one variable is inside the map, so we will make this variable as 0. Okay, so just suppose what will be the effect if we make this variable as 0, and corresponding to whatever sum we will get here, just suppose A, B, C. Yes. Okay, so when we will make D as 0, so the function will be like this: 1 1 x. We have make D as 0, so 0 will not be written anywhere because all squares are also 0. So this will be the function when f is when D is 0. So what will be the minimum sum? So we have to simplify this. So this will be the solution. So f is basically equal to, what is this term? This is a dash c. Yes, So first, in the first step, what we are doing, we will make the variable 0 and then solve the k-map. This solution is called MS0. I will explain. When we will make all the map entered variable as 0, this solution is called MS0. In the second step, we will select the variable which is inside the map. Yes, and we will this variable is inside the map, so we will make these two position as 1, d equal to 1. Okay, so the actual ones, those are in the function. uh, we have already covered these ones, those are corresponding to ones. So now we will consider these ones as don't cares. Okay, this is already don't care. Why we have considered the actual ones as don't cares? Because we have already solved these ones. So now we will consider when d equal to 1 these ones, previous ones as don't cares. Now this is the k map. Now we have to solve this k map independently. So just suppose this one, now I am solving this k map. So this one is having these two neighbors. So these two neighbors can be covered by this term. Yes, this one is having only one neighbor, so this will be covered by this, because these on this position corresponding to this is empty. So all are essential prime here. So we can write f is here 0 0 0 1 1 0 1 1 0 1. So what is this term? This term is basically age changing, and this term is c. Yes, and what is this term? What is this term? This term is basically a dash b. So these are the two solutions. When d equal to 1 we have this, and d equal to 0 we have this. So what will be the final solution? We will write like this: f equal to, when d is 0, so it is a dash c plus whatever be the variable d, and what will be the solution here? C plus a dash b. When d is 1, then solution is this. So this will be the final solution. We can write like this: a dash c plus dc plus a dash bd. Okay, so in this way we can solve the variable entered map. Okay, so this solution a dash c, this solution is basically the same solution. Yes, a dash c, a dash c cd plus a dash bd, yes. So these two are the solution. So in this example we have learned how to solve a 4 variable boolean function using a 3 variable k map. Okay, now we will try to generalize this method, and then we will solve some other function also. So this is the general method. Just suppose given a map with p1 p2 and so on entered into some of the squares of the map, then minimum SOP of the function can be obtained like this: f equal to ms0. You should speak these two terms together: ms0 plus p1 ms1 plus p2 ms2 plus and so on. So what is the meaning of this equation? So just suppose there are n variables. In most of the time we will have 1 or 2 or 3 variables inside the map. Just suppose there are n variables. So what we have to do? So firstly we will make all the variables as 0. So ms0 is the minimum sum obtained by setting all the variables inside the map as 0. So ms0 is nothing the minimum sum that is obtained by setting all the variables as 0. Similarly, ms1 is the minimum sum by setting this variable p1 as 1 and remaining variables as 0, and also replacing all ones on the map with don't cares. So just suppose we are solving VM method where P1 is inside the map. So we will make P1 as 1 and all other variables which are inside the map as 0, and replace all the ones on the map with don't cares. Yes. Similarly, ms2 is the minimum sum obtained by making second variable p2 as 1, and other than p2 we will make all other variables as 0 and replacing all the ones on the map with don't cares, and so on. So in this way we can solve any VM method. So we have to remember this equation. Yes. Okay. So here this is the 5 variable switching function. This function is written like this. This is the summation of these minterms plus these are the don't cares, and this variable e is 1, then these two minterms are present, otherwise e 0, then these two minterms are absent. Okay, so we have to simplify this switching function using 4 variable K-map. Okay, so initially what we will do, we will draw this switching function into the map. So just suppose ABCD, and these are the 0 4 5 7 9. So 0 4 5, because AB is here, so this will be minterm 0 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 10 11 12 13 14 15. So we have entered the minterms here, don't care 6 and 11 here, and we have corresponding to these minterms we have entered the variable e inside. Okay, so now we have to solve this function. So in the first step what we will do, we will make e equal to 0, because here only one variable is inside the map. So we will make e equal to 0. So this will be the required K-map. So for this K-map, whatever we will get the solution, this is called ms0. Yes. So this solution will be called ms0. Yes. So just suppose again we will use our general approach for solving the K-map. Suppose I am considering this one. So only this is never, these positions are empty. So this is the essential prime implicant here. Okay, so if I look into this one, only one neighbor, so this is also essential prime implicant. Now I look at this one, these two are neighbors, these two positions are empty, these two neighbors can be covered by single term, that is also. So all are the essential prime implicant. So what is this term? Basically this term is a dash b. Yes, so MSG will be a dash b. What is this term? This term is a dash c dash d dash. Yes, and what is this term? This term is basically a b dash, and from here d. Okay, so when e equal to 0, we have a dash b plus a dash c dash d dash plus a b dash d. So when e equal to 0, we will get this function. This function is basically ms, minimum sum when all variables are 0. Now we will make what we will do now, corresponding to this corresponding to the given K map. So we will make all ones as don't cares. This is already don't care. Yes, and we will make E equal to 1. Yes. So when E equal to 1, we will get MS1, minimum sum 1. Okay. So how you will solve this K map? Again, we will use our general theorem. So if I consider this one, these two are the neighbors, and this is also neighbor. This is also neighbor. Yes, this neighbor is absent. So can we cover these three don't care with this one? No, we cannot cover. So this is not the part of essential prime implicant. So again, if we consider this one, yes, so these two are neighbors, these two positions, but we cannot cover these two neighbors by using singleton. So there is no essential prime implicant. Okay, so if I look into the prime implicant, yes, so if I look into the prime implicant, so there may be many more prime implicant, but we have to select minimum number of prime implicant that covers the ones. So this one can be covered by more than one prime implicant, but we will choose only minimum number of prime implicants. So this will be covered by this, and this one can be covered by this prime implicant, or also this is also the prime implicant. So we can take any one. Yes. So MS1 is basically this. So this term is, what is this term? Yes. What is this term? This term is A dash. Yes, A dash C dash plus, what is this term? This term is basically B C D. Yes. Or we can also cover this one by using this term. Yes, this is also the prime implicant. It is not part of any bigger 4. That's why it is prime implicant. But do remember, we will select only those prime implicant that have minimum numbers. Yes, BCD, or it is also ACD. So how you will write on the final solution? Final solution will be F equal to MS0 plus, what is the variable? P1 variable with MS1. So basically here we will get MS0 is A dash B plus A dash C dash D dash plus A B dash D plus, what is the variable here? E, and what is the solution? A dash C dash plus B C D, or we can also write B. So this is the required solution. So in this way we can handle the maps where variables are entered into the map. Okay, thank you.